Remember this?
Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh, yeah! It's the classic TV commercial for Kool-Aid, and now it's being copied in a destructive social media challenge.
Stick around because today we dive in headfirst, quite literally, into one of the dumbest things to resurface from the depths of TikTok hell, the Kool-Aid Man challenge. And no, this isn't some innocent drink red sugar water until your pancreas gives out type of challenges. No. This is a full-blown body check your way into a stranger's fence level of dumb. Also, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Do not forget to subscribe and watch this video till the end if possible, because I'm still trying to get this watch hours because I deserve to save money for my Ferrari or just get basic healthcare. And now on to the episode of TikTok made me do the dumbest thing. Now, if you're thinking, well, Kool-Aid Man, like the big red picture that blasts through walls, yes, that Kool-Aid Man, the jolly harbinger of diabetes that used to crash in 90s commercials yelling, oh yeah, like he just snorted a line of powdered Gatorade. He has been reimagined by the youth of America, except instead of selling fruity beverages, he is now the mascot for felony trespassing. And let me be perfectly clear here, I am not advocating for property destruction. I am, however, human, and as human, when I see teenagers sprinting full speed through a white picket fence, I'm going to talk about it because this is like a budget Avengers yelling, oh yeah, while their friends record it on an iPhone 8 with a cracked screen. I do laugh at it sometimes, but I gotta talk about it. I know I shouldn't, but I do because somewhere deep down inside, my leopard brain respects their sheer audacity. This isn't just chaotic energy. This is Kool-Aid core chaos.
There was a flashlight with the camera, so I believe they were recording a video
in which participants do their best impression of those iconic Kool-Aid commercials that have been on the airwaves for decades. Oh, yeah! The trend first popularized in 2023, sometimes causing real damage.
A genre of stupidity where suburb landscaping becomes a casualty of fame. Now, apparently, this trend first popped up around 2021 or so, which already tells you everything you need to know. This was the peak TikTok got bored of dancing and decided to start breaking stuff season, but for some reason, maybe Mercury is in Gatorade, maybe people just don't have enough to do. The Kool-Aid Man challenge has made a comeback in 2025, and this is shocking because by now you'd think people would learn, because we still got people or kids out here that are still Kool-Aid Manning through people's fences, like that one uncle at Thanksgiving who has an opinion of everything and no filter. Staten Island, for example, has become a hotspot for this nonsense. One poor guy came home to find his fence looking like he got hit by a semi-truck, except it wasn't a semi-truck. It was 3 teenagers high on life likes and probably Monster energy drinks, crashing through it like a high school improv trough, that physical comedy way too literally. And the best part, the homeowner only realized what happened after reviewing his security footage. Imagine checking your Ring camera expecting to see a package theft or raccoon, and instead you get a Red Bull Olympic sprint team doing WWE moves on your fence panels. All for TikTok, all for clout, and they don't even bring Kool-Aid.
It's being called the Kool-Aid Man challenge. Ben Helwa lives on Staten Island, New York, and is the latest homeowner to have his property vandalized.
They run full speed into your fence. They take the whole fence down.
Apparently this challenge went viral a few years ago, and I didn't really know that people were still actively doing it.
He didn't know what caused the damage until he screened surveillance video taken from across the street. It shows 3 youngsters running right through the fence.
And Inside Edition, God bless them, decided to do a hard-hitting expose on the academic. But here's the thing, when you try to sound serious about teenagers playing Kool-Aid Man in real life, it's hard not to sound like a parody of your own newscast.
You can see they're getting themselves ready, right? They're like pumping each other up. You can see the one kid actually runs ahead and gets his phone out. He's like, oh, I gotta film this.
Yeah.
Right? And boom, boom.
They added crash sound effects to make it more dramatic. Like, I needed Foley artist Wood Splinterin to understand that running face first into a fence is destructive.
Staten Island looking for the people in this surveillance video. 3 of them running full speed across the street and crashing through a fence, while a 4th appears to record them. And if their MO looks familiar to you, hey, oh yeah, you might be onto something. Oh yeah! The homeowner with that destroyed fence says he believes the vandalism could be tied to a viral trend known as the Kool-Aid Man challenge.
But oh no, they weren't done there. They played the clip again and again from different angles in slow motion with commentary like kids are risking serious injury, as if that wasn't the most obvious part of the story. What's next? An in-depth report on how licking electrical shocks is dangerously zappy.
In shock because once again, like, these kids ran through the fence. They fled the scene. But like, are the kids even okay?
Let me tell you something. These kids are lucky they haven't hit a fence reinforced with concrete rebars, or worse, a homeowner who believes in the Second Amendment and still owns a BB gun from the 90s. Because here's a real kicker. These kids ain't just risking lawsuits, they're risking OTEs. Y'all, that's right, brain damage from repeated head trauma.
Found lots of examples of knucklehead teens charging full speed into fences. These youngsters ran into the fence in unison, resulting in thousands of dollars in damage.
This isn't football. There's no helmets, there's no medical staff. There's just Chad and Brad from homeroom doing their best Kool-Aid Man impersonation and probably knocking loose every remaining brain cells in the process. But hey, let's not overlook the real victims here, the fences. Those poor innocent slabs of vinyl and wood minding their own business, holding in little fluffy dogs and inflammable pools, suddenly turned into a TikTok stunt prop. It's not fair. They didn't ask for those. They were just trying to divide property lines and bring suburb peace. And let's be real, some of these homeowners can't afford to repair these fences right away. So now you've got people out here using plywood, duct tape, and probably prayers to keep the yard intact.
As you can see, they really did a number on his fence. The damage is extensive and the whole thing might need to be replaced. But as for now, he's got plywood and duct tape keeping it together.
Meanwhile, TikTok's just serving up these videos like, here's another idiot who thinks he's the Kool-Aid Man but runs like a wounded squirrel.
Several incidents reported in Schererville, Indiana this month. One resident telling NBC News she's been targeted multiple times over the years, costing her $2,200 in damages. She says the teens look for PVC fencing because it easily pops off. The vandalism often happening at night, making it tough to identify perpetrators.
Now, this is important. What is an acceptable Kool-Aid Man moment? When you're demolishing your own property, renovating your own wall, or if you're a construction worker on a lunch break who just wants to live your best life. That's fine. Smash away, my friend. Yell, oh yeah, and make it count. But if you're running through some poor guy's fence because you want to be TikTok famous, you're not a rebel, you're just a clown without a circus. And don't get me started on the people filming it. There's always one dude standing in the back, phone out, filming his buddies crash and burn. He's the Martin Scorsese of bad decisions, the Steven Spielberg of suburb sabotage. He's not running, he's not helping, he's just vibing, ready to upload his TikTok with the caption like, we lit for real, for real. Meanwhile, the police in Staten Island are now running investigations because apparently group of teenagers yelling, oh yeah, and committing petty destruction is the newest crime category.
Ran out back and saw, the fence just splattered.
Jody Viola's neighbors capturing a group throwing themselves through the slats and fleeing in 2023.
I think we were pretty shocked at how easily the fence exploded.
The loud crack of another fence buckling on New York's Long Island, even making an impression on a retired corrections officer.
That's when I heard the bang. It sounded like a gun go off.
His was just one in a string of 5 incidents in 2 months that led to multiple arrests. Now, the trend appears to be coming back in fashion, with police in New York fielding 3 reports in as many months.
We've officially gone from knockout games to the knock your face out games. So let's take a step back. We have now learned today, well, first, if you hear, oh yeah, and you're not in a Kool-Aid commercial or a 90s cartoon, run. Second, TikTok is both a gift and a curse. And third, if you must reenact a commercial, maybe try the Snickers one. Just sit down and eat. Nobody gets hurt. Your dentist wins, your neighbor wins, and the fence wins. But hey, if you just do Kool-Aid Man through your own drywall, send me a video for research purposes only. This has been your daily dose of dumb from the internet's wildest corners. If you enjoyed this video and want me to keep the fence firmly between us and the apocalypse, smash that like button like your Kool-Aid Man himself, but dignified, no property damage involved. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe, because not only have I been your narrator, I've been your fence defender, your source of entertainment for 10 minutes, and I kept you on track to America's dumbest trends. So stay safe out there, and remember, just because something's viral doesn't mean it's not also very stupid. Oh yeah. Until the next.
Oh yeah!